All right, it's that time. It's that time. It's that time. Only it's not that time. Looks like nothing's going to be happening today on the FOMC, but there's a plethora of things that have been taking place and going on. You're listening to Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com. So I don't think they're going to be doing anything today. They've already done all that they can do. But I think we'll probably get some kind of like notes or something maybe later on. I don't know. There's so much going on right now in the world, folks. I don't know where to start. So this is what we're going to do. Instead of an FOMC situation, what we're going to do, we're just going to look at a midday market report, if you will, see what's going on up in these markets. All right. Is that all right? Let's do it. Let's get it. All right. So let's see here. All right. As you can see, if you take a look at what's happening in the markets today, this is something that's straight up biblical, once in a lifetime type opportunities. Everything in the market is down with the exception of the US dollar. The US dollar is now trading at 101.45 after hitting 101.74. It was up over 2 full points today. Just incredible movement, hundreds and hundreds of pips. We are well above par now in the dollar. The dollar has gone parabolic. We are above par in the US dollar. Let's go over these markets. Right now, we're looking like we're flirting with hitting the second circuit breaker of the day. The US stock market did hit limit down a little while ago, about an hour ago, and was closed. The market was closed 15 minutes. Now it's reopened since then, and we're looking at the next circuit breaker about to kick in. Right now, the Dow futures is down 1,723 points. We're trading at 19,132. That's right, 19,000, folks. We broke 20,000. And now, right now, as we see it, the market is threatening to go to the 18,000 handle and falling. The cash index, however, it is down almost 2,000 points. It's now down 1,989 points and falling. NASDAQ 100 E-mini is down 490.5 points at 6901.5. E-mini S&P 500 is down 182.75 points at 2302.75. Russell futures are down 100 points. I don't think I've ever seen the Russell move like that. We're now at 984. We have left the 1,000 handle. Bitcoin down 150 bucks, trading at 5,230. All right, so the Bitcoin cannot rally, man. It just cannot rally. Nat gas down 15 cents, trading at $1.57. The big story, however, is crude oil down more than $6, trading at the $21 handle. And we are now at the low of the session, down $6.07 in crude oil. We just hit a new low, $21 even. Price action is frozen at the moment at $21.25. When markets freeze up or jump skip and do this, that's usually because a large volume is coming through and the thing could go down even more. Yep, there we go. It's looking bad, folks. It's looking real bad. DUG is up $37 on the day, trading at 172.81. This is the lowest crude oil price we've seen in decades, folks. We're back to the 1990s prices now. Okay, so yeah, $15 is now in play. I told you yesterday that 25 was the immediate thing that we were going to take out. We took out that support. Now 15 is in play. There's no support at 20. There's no support at 20. We're going straight to 15 and beyond. All right. Next up, bonds. Long bond down 4 points in 1830 seconds. We were down 6 points. We're now trading at 169 and 230 seconds. Gold is off the lows of the session. It was down more than 50 bucks. Right now it's down $41.60, trading at $1,484 an ounce. GDXJ down $5.42, trading at $27.57. That's one thing I was concerned about in last night's end of day report that I warned on. Silver is down hard today, down 68 cents at $11.82 an ounce. We have not been this low in silver in a long time. This is epic what we're seeing. And that's because the US dollar is so strong. It is up 2 full points, 101.57. It is looking powerful right now. We broke par, and we didn't just broke par. We ran 173 pips beyond par. So this wasn't just some break. This was a blowout to the upside. All right. Now, on back of this blowout, we're having incredible moves in forex. Incredible moves in forex. The euro is down 168 pips at 108.82. But the real story is the pound sterling, which is getting pounded, down 556 pips, trading at 115.66. We have not seen price like this since the 2016 presidential election and the announcement of Brexit. Aussie down 231 pips at 57.63. Soybeans down 50 cents at 8.23 3/4. Corn down 10 3/4 points at 3.33 1/4. FL manufacturers are having some problems with some of those plants, and so that's why we're having it. All right, so look, I don't toot my own horn. I let y'all toot it for me, but the pulse waves are killing it in these markets, smashing it in these markets. Also, an alert was just posted a few moments ago before I went live in the trading room, something I had to do, not just for my clients, but for my personal account. And if you'd like to know what that is, you need to go on over to PulseWaveTrading.com, get into the trading room, and then you can take a look at that information. Now, that trade is not without some risk. All right, I got to point that out. However, it stands to gain significantly once the market turns. So we shall see. I'll be looking for more things like that. It's an off-sheet play, meaning that it's not with the report. It's a situation. It's just one of those situations that from time to time I will post. All right, so markets are just all over the place right now. Everything is bleeding. Everything is bleeding. Even your COVID-19 stocks are bleeding out on the floor. Clorox down over $5 right now. Colgate down over $3 right now. MTA down 56 cents. Zynga down 19 cents. INO down 45 cents. Only bright spot in the group is APT up 28 cents. Everything is bleeding out on the floor. Bleeding out, hemorrhaging. What in the world is going on? We're getting worse. As I've been talking to you, we're getting worse. The Dow right now is threatening to take out the lows of the session. We're now down 1,917 points. This is getting ridiculous. The Russell right now has not been below 1,000 since 2016. This is getting ridiculous. Now, because we have had such enormous movement, probably not a whole lot of me to pick with here. I tell you what I might do though. This is a might. I don't know. It's what I might do. All right. This is might, maybe, perhaps. I'm going to be looking and monitoring the markets. It is possible. It is possible that I may be putting on a position around closing time in the market. I said may, maybe, might, perhaps. We'll see. I'm still watching and monitoring the algos, looking for anything suspicious or erratic. And if I catch it, I will let the trading room know. So that way, if you guys want to follow suit, you can do so. But I'm looking. Today could be that day. And this is all from a technical perspective, not a news-driven perspective. Pretty much, we do need to talk about some stuff. All right, we need to talk about some things now. Now that we ain't got to worry about the Fed coming out. Okay, walk with me a little bit. There are some concerns, some concerns, some things that's been happening. All right, my man Frank said that when he was out and about, he saw the military gassing up their vehicles. Now, unless you have not heard, there has been chatter of shutting down the country. And I mean a real, absolutely positive shutdown. And the reason they want to do this is they're saying that they're concerned about spreading the virus, okay? It should also be noted that grocery store shelves are pretty much depleted at this time. I'm seeing footage from all over the country. The latest video someone shared with me was out there in Oakland, California, and they was walking through the grocery store with their camera, and the shelves were completely and utterly bare. We're seeing that everywhere, even out here where I'm at. All right, in your DC area, same thing. Monday, people panicked. By Tuesday, it was pandemonium. All right. The National Guard has been called up already. And even though the news is kind of trickling out here and there, nah, they're being called up nationwide. The U.S. has closed the Canadian border. So you're out of luck on that one. If you thought you was going to Canada, you ain't going to Canada. And if you're in Canada, you're not coming down here. That's a done deal. They're talking about shutting down the entire country. There were calls to do that for at least 30 days. That means only essential personnel, and that's it. That's it. Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is very interesting. All right. It's very interesting. While the president was speaking, while he was addressing the nation just an hour ago, Bloomberg covered it in its entirety without interruption. CNBC, on the other hand, did not. They covered it for a few moments, and then they let that one of these hedge fund dudes talk. I forget the guy's name. They were listening to him bash the president and his programs and everything else. And it showed you right then and there that the hand was tipped. They let it, they let it out. They let it be known that there is a bias against Trump. So CNBC is anti-Trump. Bloomberg is for Trump. Get it? So what we heard was some just outlandish fear mongering and panic coming out of dude's mouth, talking about we should shut down the country and all this other stuff. And then they had the nerve to say, look what has happened on his watch. Look at the stock market. This is all his fault. Remember, I told you guys that. To me, that's evidence that this is a manufactured crisis in a desperate effort to get Trump out of office. It's a scorched earth tactic to get Trump out of office. All right. Now, you're looking at a situation that we got on hand. The stock market has now erased all of its gains since Trump has been in office. We are now negative since Trump has been in office. 4 years of gains wiped out in a matter of 2 weeks. Something that took 4 years to build has been erased in a matter of 2 weeks. All right. Now, with that being said, they want to shut down everything. They just want to shut it down. They don't care. They want to shut it down. And then they want to blame it on him. When in all intents purposes, we know that this is inherited nonsense. All right? Inherited nonsense. We're talking about going back to the Ben Bernanke days. All right? That's what we're talking about right now. Going back to those levels. All right? Now, here's the thing, though. After credit markets froze in the subprime crash of 2008 and 9, so they call it subprime. And it's funny because there was plenty of AAA paper that got wrecked during that time, okay? So Ben Bernanke and the Fed, they conjured up a number of monetary tricks to keep the system afloat. They knew that the next thing that they could do was go into the real estate game. It's kind of been a double Dutch for a while, for years, between the stock market and the retail market. So whenever stocks are, in a decline, they'll big up real estate and pump that up, and vice versa. So that's what they did. They pumped it up. The Fed came up with all these ridiculous programs, and they bet heavy. And then the Fed guaranteed all those mortgages. Okay. So this is what, see, it's like consequences and repercussions. After they did all this financial chicanery, all right, they got people used to this nonstop liquidity, all right, but not even caring or even paying attention that it will eventually bankrupt the entire system. And it also kind of like weaponized the dollar. So it's a weird thing. But see, when the bubble bursted, all right, what did they do? They just basically reinflated everything. That's what they do. All right. Since 2009, we've had trade wars, proxy wars, and punishing sanctions, just covert and overt interventionism and the weaponization of the US dollar on behalf of war profiteers and economic hitmen, which Washington has blessed as being free market entrepreneurs. And we're just supposed to just forget that, pretend it didn't happen. All right. Now, what we are looking at is something of ginormous issues. If you think about it, it's just amazing what we have been seeing. But we're not supposed to talk about it. No one wants to deal with these things. Now, here's the biggest thing that's going on, in my opinion, as of right now. President Trump has invoked the Defense Production Act in the U.S. response to the coronavirus pandemic, noting that HUD will suspend foreclosures through end of April as work is underway to evaluate the possibility of self-tests for viruses. The Defense Production Act is the primary source of presidential authorities to expedite and expand the supply of resources from the U.S. industrial base to support military, energy, space, and homeland security programs. Homeland security programs eligible for DPA support include the following: efforts to counter terrorism within the United States, emergency preparedness activities conducted pursuant to Title to the Stafford Act, protection and restoration of critical infrastructure, and continuity of government. All right. Now, let all that sink in for a moment. Addressing the Chinese virus, Trump said that FEMA has been activated in every region at the highest level. FEMA has been activated in every region at the highest level. Every region at the highest level. Every region. Not some regions, not a few regions, every region. That should be leaping off the page at you. The president also said that work is underway to evaluate whether a self-test is feasible. If possible, he says it would free up health professionals who are administering the test. Perhaps most notably, Trump said HUD is suspending all foreclosures and evictions until the end of April. As Mike Pence said, what we already knew, namely that there are now cases in all 50 states. CV is now in all 50 states, not some states, not a few states, all 50 states. Pence also reiterated that people who aren't showing symptoms of CV shouldn't be getting tested, and said that the administration is issuing a regulation today that will allow doctors and medical professionals to practice across state lines. Medical professionals can practice across state lines. This could allow health workers to move to hotspots and places that need more help. Speaking at the same presser, Dr. Birx said that there are concerning reports coming out of France and Italy of young people being seriously ill. The word on the street is that they're getting more and more cases popping out in these areas. All right. So every state in the union is now under FEMA. FEMA has been activated in every region. Something else that came out, somebody let it slip out. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. And you know, I got to bring it to you and talk about it. All right. That Nooka said that if we get 100 million people infected, we got to expect 10 million of those people to die. So now, instead of a kill ratio of 2%, we just went from 2 to 10. That's 10%, homie. Home skillet, home slice, bruh man. That's 10% mortality rate. So you try to say we went from under a 2% mortality rate to a 10% mortality rate overnight? Really? Really? No, please. We need somebody to verify this, because that right there, if that's not a weapon being reloaded, I don't know what is. Are you saying that you... Wait, hold on. No, are you saying that this is a remote control virus that you can turn up its intensity whenever you feel like it? Because how do we go from 2% to 10%? There's something wrong with those mathematics, homie. I'm not feeling that math, homie. That ain't right. That don't sound right. Both eyebrows are going up in the air now, not just one. All right? So we went from 2% to 10% overnight. Just no explanation. We just turned up. Or is it possible? Is it possible that another strain of this has been released? Is it possible? Is it possible that another strain of this has been released, more virulent, more potent, and that this cocktail was made up just for the American people? What are we to think? You tell me. What's up? Now, I already told you what side of the fence I'm on. I'm calling BS on the whole thing. I know the virus is real. I know that it is a respiratory pneumonia. It's not the flu. However, they're also fear-mongering and pumping this thing up. Huh? What's up? All right. So, what's up, Nook? Tell us the truth, man. Tell the American people what's up. Tell them what the deal is. Tell us what's really good. What's up? I told you. Anything that you really need to know, they're not going to tell you, man. I don't know why people think that the government love you so much and they're just going to tell you everything that you need to know. Nah. Not at all, man. Not at all. They don't care about us. They're talking about bailouts for greedy executives, but where's the American people's bailout coming from? And not just that, they're talking about bailing out these kleptocrats with your money. With your money. They want to use taxpayer money to bail out companies that said taxpayers can't even afford to shop at. Where's the foolishness in that? Huh? The homies in the hood can't afford your products and services. So what's up with you? What's up? You want me to bail out these places? Is that what you trying to tell me? They don't care about their own workers. And you want me to bail these people out? What about the reports that Amazon workers are being forced to go to work even though they're not given any protective gear? What's up with the personal protection gear, huh? What's up with the PP? What's up with the PP? I need that personal protection gear. What's up? Not getting it. What about your boy Elon Musk making his factory people go back to work, even though mad people in there testing positive for the virus? What's up with that? See what I'm saying? Just straight buffoonery going on here, folks. All right, so you keep asking me. There's no FOMC today, folks. For those of you that came late, you missed it. There's no FOMC. But I didn't want to just leave y'all hanging, so I figured I would turn this into a midday report, let you know what's going on with the markets. Some news has been going on. So we still need to deal with this 10%. All right. We went from less than 2% to 10% overnight. It seems like the numbers keep climbing. Now they're threatening, instead of saying we're going to have 100,000 people in the country infected, nah, they're saying we're going to have 100 million people infected, dude. That's like, what, half the U.S. population? Really? This is absolutely ridiculous. Man, whatever, man. Seriously, I whatever. They're gonna keep fear mongering, but they're pushing the envelope, like I told you, closer and closer to the edge of the table, where it's just about ready to fall off the edge of the table. They want to shut down the country. They want to move in the National Guard, and who knows who else. All right. Excuse me. All right, so I don't know what's going on here, man. I don't. I can only tell you that the price action is showing that people are not just spooked, but they shook. People are shook. You know, when you can't even find toilet paper on the shelf, when you can't even find hand sanitizer. Really, man? You can't even find eggs. You can't get no eggs. So you gotta have your own chickens now if you want to get some eggs. Look, man, you guys are the ones that put this whole monetary system together. You guys are the ones that put this on-demand food situation. You guys rounded up all the farms and stuff. You know, you guys did that. You guys took everybody's property and stuff. This used to be an agricultural society, but it ain't no more. Nah, you let big business come up and say, "Yo, we're gonna give you that on-time delivery, that on-demand delivery." You know, you ain't got to worry about farming no more. Come on from outside. It's hot out there, man. That sun beating your back, man. Come on out, man. Look, I'm building a thing called a store. You're gonna be able to go in there and get your eggs and your milk, and you can get some meat. You know, we're gonna handle this for you. Every time you let the government handle something for you, this is the outcome. And then to make it worse, they get the whole world to agree to make China the sweatshop of the planet. China says we fed up with that. We ain't nobody's sweatshop. So this is what we got for you here, partner. And then they come out with all these pathogens. Notice how all the pathogens are coming out of China, supposedly, allegedly. Bird flu, swine flu, H1N1, this flu, that flu, Mary Lou, whatever. It's all coming out of China, so they say. So you're gonna make China a sweatshop of the world, but at the same token, you saying, but it's okay that you are also an incubator for all these viruses. What's going on with all these viruses, man, coming out of China? It don't make no sense. You know, I did some digging once because, and this is many years ago, I was like, I need to find out some things for myself. I need to figure out why certain things are. And you'd be surprised when you do too much digging, how, people are close to punching your face and say, if you don't stop asking these questions, something going to happen to you, kind of thing. So I was like, why is it that there's a such thing called a flu season? I don't recall ever reading about this in antiquities. What's up with that? And they said, well, because, the pigs coming out of the pig farmers, coming out of China, coming out of the pigs, the pig, and then you got China, and then you got China with the pigs, then the pig is located in China. I'm like, yo, slow down. So you're trying to tell me we don't have the technology to make a, how can I say this, sterile procedure to prevent this kind of thing? We can't sterilize stuff. We don't know how to, what? I'm not understanding. So you're saying we can build trillion-dollar rockets and shoot them to the moon, but we can't make it so that the food supply is untainted? What? So that's what they say. I'm like, okay, so then you say, so every year around the same time, you know this is going to happen. Doesn't that give you like 100% victory over whatever it is? Because you not only do you know what it is, but you know where it's coming from, and you know that around a certain time of the calendar year, this thing props up. So you're saying we still can't lick that? What? 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 Let me get this straight. So you know that your house is about to be robbed. Not only do you know that your house is going to be robbed, you get it on good intel, but you know who it is that's going to rob your house. You know what time they're going to rob your house. You know what they intend on taking out of your house. But yet you're saying you can't do anything to stop it. So I know who's going to rob my house. I know when they're going to rob my house, and I know what they're planning on taking outside of my house, but I am powerless to do anything to prevent it or stop it. Is that what you want me to believe? Really? Doesn't make any sense. Every year we have a quote unquote flu season. Really? 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 Doesn't make any sense. Sorry, things just don't add up. No one even questions these kind of things. They don't question it. They don't question it. All right, I see your comments and questions. Gold is still down $32.50, trading below 1,500. We're at 1,493 and 30 cents. So still down. Remember, the markets are under liquidation. People are still meeting these margin calls. They got to liquidate for whatever reason. People need to liquidate. A lot of people need to liquidate. So you're going to liquidate what you have. You'll liquidate your precious metal portfolio, paper assets, and you will take that to meet those margins and to purchase more equities. Now, it's funny, too, that CEOs have stopped the stock buyback programs pretty much indefinitely because they ain't got no money. So what I do, Bill Ackman, that's the one who's talking about how you need to shut down America, whatever. We're in a situation, folks. Like I said, this is crazy what we're experiencing, what we're seeing. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. All right. So I don't even know how this is going to play out. I know what, but I don't know the how. In other words, what's going to end up happening is one day all this is just going to stop. And you're going to be like, how in the world did we get back to where we fell from immediately like that? Trust and believe it's going to happen. Once they're ready for this to happen, it's going to happen. All right. They always used the stock market to hijack power in the country. All right. So that is what's up. And this is just an ongoing thing, man. It's an ongoing thing that's happening. So only thing you can do in these times, man, is take care of you and yours and make as much money as possible. Because we're starting to see already. I mean, we haven't even like shut down, the ports or nothing like that. But it's still becoming harder to find food and supplies that you need. It's becoming more difficult to do that. So this is pressure on all sides. They're pressing you on all sides right now. Literally, you're being pressed. Literally. They're coming right to you, the American person. It's looking like they want to take out American people. They want to take out as many Americans as they can. That's what it's looking like to me. And then, let's shut down. Let's do some distancing ourselves from people. You can stay up in the house all you want. If this thing is airborne, like they say it is, that's not going to help you. Staying in your house ain't going to help you because you still have to breathe. The only way that you'll be able to escape it is if you didn't have to breathe. But because it is airborne, it's still going to get on you. You're still going to inhale it. You're still going to get something on you. It is what it is, man. It's weirdness. So I say all that to say, man, keep killing it in the market. You don't have to get out now because they're not doing FOMC. If you're still holding those positions, God bless you. Please put those stops in there. Pop your way through it. Those of you like myself that are on the sidelines, like I said, I'm on the sidelines no more. I've already placed my first target. I placed that in the trading room. Like I said, if you guys want to know what that is, just go and log into the trading room. You'll see it. That's where I posted it. Okay. If you want to know how I'm moving, then you gotta come on over and set up an account at PulseWaveTrading.com. That way you know what I'm doing. In addition to that, it was something else I want to tell you guys. All this news has been coming. Oh, okay. So you guys already know that a lot of department stores are starting to close their doors now. So restaurants and retail stores are closing up shop. Man, it's like this is so slick the way they're doing it. Everything's so incremental. They're leaving it up to the states to do it. So schools closing, churches closing, stores closing, the government offices are closing. Then now the hospitals and doctors' offices, for the most part, are also starting to close. They will only see people who, like emergencies, things like that, essential things only, not just routine doctor's visits and all that stuff. You're not gonna get none of that. They're shutting all that down. Now, in addition to that, the world still goes on, right? Life still goes on. You ain't gonna believe this. We got an Amber Alert the other day, yo. We got an Amber Alert. People using this opportunity to commit crimes and snatch kids. They snatching kids, yo. They snatching kids. All right, so there's a phenomenon going on with kids snatching. Supposedly they're driving these white unmarked vans that are soundproof, and they have like these wire tie things inside of them. So when they snatch you up, throw you in the van, they can handcuff you and lock you into place with these metal cord things. And once you're in that van, no one can hear you screaming, and they can't see you either because there's no windows. There's no windows in the unmarked white vans, and they have no idea where those people are going or where to find them. Local police have said once you're in the van, they can no longer help you. All right, so we got that going on right now as we talk. We got Amber Alerts going off right now as we talk. We got this new hustle right now. There's a new hustle. This broke on the news also. New hustle. Some kind of way people are able to hack into your local government's database, steal your house from underneath of you by printing out a copy of the title, putting their names on the title, drawing up fake sales paperwork, and then evict you out of your house and take out mortgage loans on that house that you are liable for and have to pay. Like, for real, this is a hustle that's going on right now in this time of crisis. All right. We got crime on the rise. This is why the Department of Defense has been activated. The Department of Defense is exactly what its name says, to defend. They are to defend the nation from foreign intrusion. All right. But they're being called up to help fight coronavirus. Last time I checked, they weren't virologists. were immunologists. They were military personnel. They specialize in taking heads off and blowing stuff up. Last time I checked. All right, so why do you think they're being activated and called up? I'll tell you why they're being activated and called up. Because they're preparing to go into full tilt, full martial law, boots on the ground in an urban city near you, tanks on the road, armored vehicles on the road. You're going to see them geared up. You're going to see those special those special Tims, those military Timberlands marching down the street, M16s, night vision goggles, the whole nine to put you in line. And they're going to be posted up at every bank, posted up at every grocery store, posted up at every hospital. We're going to be looking like we're experiencing occupation. Straight up. That's what they're getting ready for. Because the panic is turned into pandemonium. And that's where we are right now. It's getting lit out here. People are getting scared out here. People are getting shook out here. And the crimes are going up. They snatching more kids. They breaking into your house. They robbing people in the parking lot when they come out the grocery store. Straight up. People are losing their minds and they're getting scared. True story. I went to the GameStop yesterday. Went to go pick up an addition, what you call them things? What's them controllers that you got? Pro controller. Picked up a pro controller for the Switch, Nintendo Switch, and then they had a little some headphones on sale. So I went in there to cop that right quick. So it's just me in there alone with the cashier. We chopping it up while he ringing me up, and these three young white kids pull up, come out the car, open the door, come about maybe 5 feet inside of the store, and do the most horrific coughs without covering their mouth that you ever seen, start laughing, and then run out of the store, jump in their car, and speed off. No joke. I kid you not. I'm not even playing around. Straight up. This is the kind of brain dead activities that you can expect as Rome is burning. Now, whether they had the coronavirus and felt that they need to spread it to other people or not, I don't know. I was masked up. So I was like, I'm all right. However, the cashier was not masked up. The GameStop cashier was not masked up. I don't understand. How can you allow your people to go to work and these companies not provide them the essentials that they need? You know what's going on out here. And you got your people exposed. Even when I went into the Sam's. Now, Sam's Club, they removed all of the dining facilities and tables and chairs. That's gone. The food court is basically closed. If you want to go in there and get something to eat, you gotta go grab it and take it out and go take it with you. Because there ain't nowhere to sit down and dine. There's no dining in. They stopped all of that. But they didn't go far enough because all the cashiers were standing there and they were not masked up. They're not masked up. So that means they can be exposed to the virus. And where I'm at, they said we got 2 cases of coronavirus. And in the state of Virginia, I think it's 52 coronavirus cases and 2 deaths. All right. So take that for what it is. All right. Something's going on. They're mobilizing the military. I think they're about to go into martial law. I think they're about to shut stuff down, shut the whole country down. Something drastic. They've been practicing this for a long time. I think they're ready. I think they're just waiting for the right moment to ratchet that up. And as people are starting, young people are so restless. As they starting to bug out, I think that's what they're really waiting for, the young people to start getting restless, because you close the schools down. They can't go to school. So what do you expect these restless, ignorant teenagers to do? They're gonna go out here and they're gonna call for people like they tried to do yesterday. They're gonna be just doing dumb stuff. You know, it is what it is, folks. I'm sorry to have to tell you that, but that's what's going on. So, with that being said, we're almost getting ready for the final hour of trading. So, I'm really debating some moves here. Since I'm live, everybody will get the benefit and hear what I got to say. Some things have moved down too far too quick and are in an oversold zone. So I can't really back up the truck and start going shopping just yet. But there are some things that I've been watching that I am really liking. And that big thing that I posted up in the room, that's what's up. So I'm gonna hold that one. That's like that's my lottery ticket, if you will. So I'm gonna hold that for a minute. I'm not worried about it. It's just one of those plays, so I'll be watching it. I'll tell you though, right now, what I'm really looking at, man, I'm looking at catching some of these short-term bounces. That's what I've been watching the most. And I'm trying to see which candidate is looking better, and I haven't quite made my mind up on that yet. So I think what I need to do is look at that, and then I'll make my decision. I might just wait until the market closes, though, and I'm saying it because it's very important. Every day that goes by that we have these issues, every day is going to be important, even more important to see how markets close, because the closing is going to really tell the whole picture. Sometimes these markets accelerate their sell-offs into the close, and then other times, they can reverse, they can bounce, they can rally. So I'm just watching. I'm watching right now. I'm looking to see which thing is going to do what. Believe it or not, a lot of these things are still way overpriced. And I don't know. I'm looking at the shares. Oh yeah, oil. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Oil is number one on the radar. I posted that in the trading room. I'm about that life. Me and oil, we go way back. I'm thinking about doing an operation on crude oil futures. I will keep you posted on that. I'm definitely watching the crude oil futures. Definitely like salivating while I'm watching it, because I know what they're about to do. They're about to rip everybody's heads off that are short the market. I'll say this last thing. The United States is famous for punching people in the face who short the market. So make your money, but be careful and don't get too greedy, because at any moment they can come in and do something that you be like, yo, I didn't know they could do that, and then you looking ignorant. All right. So don't let the market get gangster on you, because it can. You loving it now because you short. You like, yeah. But let Trump come out and do another press conference talking about, yeah, I just took $1 billion of my own fortune to help to do my part to backstop the economy, and I'm going to give everybody a check that lives within 20 miles from this location. You don't know what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. All right, anything. So I'll be back. I'll be back in a little bit with the end of day report. I'll see how these markets close today. It doesn't look like any of them are going to hit their intraday price inflection points at all. Everything's looking like it's about to close down. I'm going to be looking for pointers, though, too. I'm looking for pointers. That's number one. If I see any pointers today, I'm probably going to go ahead and position myself for that. So this end of day report today could be quite interesting. It just depends on how these markets play out. All right, so if you are a member and you have not been to the trading room, you didn't log in or whatever, please log into the trading room before the 4 o'clock bell so you can see what we did and decide if you want to, jump in there with us. Don't get mad, people. If when the time comes, if my hunch is right on this one, don't get mad at me. Don't say, "Oh, you should have told me." I'm telling you now. Log into the trading room. That's all I gotta say. Log into the trading room. Log into the trading room. All right. And if I'm right, whoa, whoa, whoa. If I'm right, all right. However, if I'm wrong, the risk on this one, there is risk, but it's minimal. So don't go buck wild. Just if you're interested, do a little something before the bell closes, and then we'll leave it at that. I'll be watching it, over the next few days and weeks, see what happens. And if my hunch is correct, the algos should bear me out, and we should start to see those on the daily reports. And once it do, we talking about woo woo woo. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do you a solid. All right, I'm gonna do y'all a solid. You can't say I never did nothing for you. You can't say I didn't think about you. If you have a free account at PulseWaveTrading.com, I'm only doing this once. This will probably never, ever, ever happen again. But if you got a free account, you open up a free account at PulseWaveTrading.com. You go ahead and log into your trading room as well. I just hooked you up. All right, I just hooked you up. Don't say I didn't do nothing for you. Don't say I don't care about you. Don't say all you think about is the money. All right, you can't say that. I just hooked everybody up. It's up to you. Don't say I didn't do nothing for you. Don't say I didn't hook you up. I didn't tell you. There it is. The only way you can see it is if you're a member of PulseWaveTrading.com. That's it. All right. Oh snap. Okay. All right. One of our employees here, PulseWave Trading, just said that one of the playgrounds near where they live at was roped off so that nobody could get in it. And it's the first sign in any of the parks nearby that things are shutting down. Wow. Please. Wow. Good mugga. Yo, straight up. That's crazy, man. They really don't want nobody going outside. All right. It is what it is. It is what it is, folks. Take cautions. Take caution. All right, someone says, all right, so during combat, you want to eliminate the enemy's communication, movement, and ability to shoot. They're coming after our guns next. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dex, do you think a lot of traders have been ruined by this down move? Normally, I would say, yeah, that a lot of traders got wrecked. But to be honest with you, I'm going to say no on this one because most traders don't know how to short. They don't short the market. They don't short. All they know how to do is buy stocks. That's it. I'll tell you who got wrecked. You want to know which group of traders? It's not the equity traders. Equity traders just simply got out of the market. Oh, I don't like the way this is falling. Let me take profit on my Google or my Apple. I'm out. You know. And then you got the other half that say, "Nah, I'm long term. I'm not worried about it. I'll just buy more. Whatever." The people who got wrecked in this market is your crypto people. Your Bitcoin longs have been absolutely wrecked in this market. Straight up wrecked. All right, let's see. Someone said they heard that ChickfilA is closing in Lexington, Kentucky on Friday by the CDC. And that was from a manager at the place. Wow. I get it. I get it. I understand. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, better safe than sorry, right? Eventually, it's going to be a lot of people, a lot of places closing up. You know, that this is the part that really bugs me, though. It's not a pandemic, but people are panicking like it is a pandemic. And they're panicking to the point like, if you don't do this, there's something wrong with you. If you're not panicking with them, if you're not taking this seriously, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? And that is not right either. That should not be the case ever. That should never be the case. But that's where we are right now. Another thing you need to watch out for too is that they might know something, man. You know, people may know something because I've seen footage of drones flying overhead, and they Trump activated the Navy today, and I look. It sounded like to me they're not really thinking a whole lot about the coronavirus. They're thinking about maintaining the continuity of government staying in power, but it sounds like they also feel like they're susceptible to an attack by a foreign entity. The way they're mobilizing is like they're really preparing for a war with human beings, not with a unseen enemy slash virus. All right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. My antennas are going up. I'm saying, I'm just trying to do the knowledge to all this. And so far, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing a pandemic. I understand you're saying that, I don't know. It just sounds like this is it sounds like a setup, you know? I I feel like America's getting lined up. That's what I feel. I feel like America's been getting lined up for the lick of the century, and we about to get rolled up on. I feel like the enemy's coming. He's masked up. We done been lined up. You know, they hooked us with the big booty chick with the pretty hazel eyes and the long hair and the thin waist and the oversized rack. She came up to you and was talking that stuff to you, walking the way she walked. You get with her, you bring her over to the crib, and right at the inopportune moment in time, they kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard is "Papa, don't hit me no more." And now we've been lined. We've been successfully lined up. The chick lined us up. That's how I feel right now. I feel like we lined up. Now I'm hoping I'm wrong. Oh snap! Oh snap! Okay, New York, New York. Curfew in upstate New York town from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Curfews are now being put into effect. Good grief. The whole Las Vegas Strip is closed as of 12 p.m. Man. There it is. Incremental lockdown. Man, this is crazy, man. Financials are getting destroyed. All the banks are getting destroyed. Man. All right then, man. There's some weird times we living in right now, man. It's like only thing you can do is stay home and make money in these markets. That's all you can do. You can't go outside. All right, let's see. They say we got a question here. All right, let me see. Would you recommend buying the 3 times the Rixion daily S&P 500 bull ETF for long term, or would you buy any ETF? Thanks. All right. So let's break that down. first and foremost, 3X ETFs are not meant for long-term holding. I don't care if you buy the long ones or if you buy the inverse ETFs that allow you to basically short the market. Those things are not designed for long-term holding because of the 3X volatility factor. Put in plain English, you can get wrecked. If you want to play the S&P bounce and you don't want to be forced to get stopped out prematurely or whatever, then the best way for you to do that is with the single ETFs, like the 1X ETFs, like the SPY. You want to buy that. You can even sustain a little bit in the SSO. All right, so the SSO is like a 1 or 1.5 times, I think. You can read it. You can pull it up. Pull up SSO, ticker SSO, or SPY. Like I said, you can hold SPY or SSO. Anything that's non-leveraged, you can hold. Almost indefinitely without it hurting you. But anything 3X is going to hurt you because remember, it is designed to go 3 times the normal movement in the market. So if the S&P is down 10 points, your 3X is going to be down 30 points. See what I'm saying? Because that's what it's designed to do. So if you want to play the S&P, I would go with either SSO or SPY. SPY is the most liquid, and that's what I would do. All right, next question. You see that BTC rally playing out? I don't remember saying anything about a rally. I say you gotta be careful because of where it's at. It hasn't found the bottom yet. It's still falling. Remember, $4,000. The 440 is the true support, and we've already demonstrated the willingness to go there. So I don't think I see a bottom just yet. Now, if you want to position yourself for a longer term bounce, but you don't want to go into the actual Bitcoin itself, you can buy GBTC. GBTC is on fire sale. It's trading at $5.97 a share. You could buy that and hold it for a minute. Don't have to worry about anything happening. I mean, yeah, it can always go lower, but at least you won't get as hurt as if it was a lot more expensive than that. Could this be cover for China not talking? Hold on a second. Could this be cover for China not taking dollars for trade? Could be, yeah. Venezuela bank shut down. Dash rally. Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on right now, man. It's hard to keep up with all the news. It's a lot of things shaking right now. Your Russell 2000 is down 10.43% today, though. The Dow is only down 7.69, S&P down 6.9, NASDAQ Composite down 6.1. So the Russell is bleeding the most right now. So this is definitely something to take into consideration. Now, tomorrow is Thursday, right? All right, I'm gonna give y'all something else. For those of you that play futures or have a futures trading account, you can always go in and play the micro. You can go in and do the micro Dow, micro Nasdaq 100, and the micro S&P 500, and the micro Russell. Okay, and those are designed to move like a security that's 50 or 100 shares. And the margin to play those is usually $600 or $300, something small. All right, so you can also go in with those. You won't take as much damage when you're wrong. You're not going to make a boatload of money either, but you will make money with them. So that's something to consider also. All right, those are your micros. And because of the world we are in, this is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell securities. Please do the knowledge and check risks because there's risk of loss in trading. all financial products, whether it be bonds or stocks or futures or forex or crypto or bingo or poker or blackjack or plinko, whatever, there's risk of loss. All right, can you look at Dish? Let's see. At this time, I can only look at stocks, futures, and forex at the moment. So if that is an equity, then I got you. All right. Yeah, you do have a bullish pointer on there. I do see it from yesterday. And this is a weird market. The bullish pointer from yesterday in Dish filled the gap, but there's another gap above that gap that it filled. So chances are you could possibly be looking at a possible bottom in the Dish. So yeah, Dish is looking all right, but if it were me, I would use my PulseWave system to enter. But if you want to take a nibble right here, then by all means do it. But you got to put your stop right below the low of today's bar, so you can't. All right, that's where I would limit that risk, just in case it's not finished falling yet. So if you're gonna jump in there, I'd do it, but put your stop right at the low of the day. All right, what would you do to your position if you had a put and they wanted to stop you from making gains? How likely is that to occur? All right, full disclosure, we keep it real on this channel. All options are designed to go to zero. All options are designed to go to zero. It doesn't matter if it's equity options. It doesn't matter if it's commodity futures options. They're designed to go to zero. So yes, you are working against the market. The market's going to do everything in its power to make sure that those put options expire worthless, or what we used to say in the business, cabinet. All right, your options are going to go cabinet majority of the time. You could get lucky. By the time the put option expires, you could be in the money. Great. If you are, way to go. If not, then you got to watch that thing and strongly consider on taking profit on powerful days. Like right now is a powerful day. You probably want to consider taking profits, things like that. Options are a little bit trickier, a little bit more involved. But yeah, they're designed to expire worthless. So yes, the market is designed to go work against you. You're rolling the dice because basically you're betting that by the time your thing expires, you'll be able to cash in the profit. But that's not the right way that people do options though. When you buy a call or a put, you're not looking to hold it until expiration. You're looking to hold it until you make some decent gains, and then you're gonna get the heck up out of there. All right. So that's how that works. Let's see. I've been saying this is all a cover for the real story, to take down the global elite and the rest of everything. Yep. This is a spiritual issue, and only those that understand have ears to hear and eyes to see. Well, yeah, everything, at the end of the day, everything's a spiritual issue, pretty much. Such is life. So, agreed there. All right, what do you think about stacking more physical during this drop in silver? If you can find it, that's the only thing about when there's a huge drop in precious metal price. There's always the question of, should I buy more physical? And the answer to the question is always yes. If the question is ever, should I buy more physical or buy physical, the answer is always yes. But the question is, if you are buying it on situations like this, you're going to be very hard pressed to find some. And if you do find some, the markup is probably going to be insane. Like right now, silver is trading at $11. They may want 15 from you. So search around on that one. But price drop is always a good time to stack some physical. All right, so that's all I got, folks. I got to bounce. I will be back here for the end of the day report. And like I said, if you signed up for PulseWaveTrading.com, if you signed up for a free account, I dropped a nugget in there for you guys that I normally don't do on the free accounts. Go peep it, because once the opportunity is gone, it's gone. Don't ask me if should you do it tomorrow, because I'm going to say no. It's for today. Now, as far as paid subscribers, I already hooked you up. It should be there in the trade room for you under the alerts tab. And with that being said, remember, PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the famous six-pack. Get one for you and a buddy. And come break bread with us. All right? Make some money with us. $15 over spot in your town. Woo-wee. Good grief. All right. It's under the let me tell you right now. Hold on. It's under the trading chat tab. The trading chat tab. All right. Well, I'm out, y'all. So I'll see y'all back here at the end of the day report. And I will holler at y'all then. Remember, PulseWaveTrading.com. Hit that like button for me. Share the video. You never know who you may help or encourage with it. And subscribe if you haven't already done so you can be kept abreast of what's going down. And I will see y'all later. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. See y'all here this evening for the end of day report. Peace.